My parents gave me a suitcase on my 30th birthday. They thought I'd walk away quietly, but my next move turned their world upside down. My name is Marin. On the morning of my 30th birthday, my parents gave me a suitcase, not a trip, not a surprise vacation. Just a suitcase fully packed, sitting by the front door, no hugs, no cake, no words, just my father standing with his arms crossed, and my mother fidgeting with the hem of her blouse. "We think it's time you learn to be independent," Cullen Marin said. I didn't scream. I didn't ask why, I just picked up the suitcase and left. They thought I would disappear. Nora, my best friend since college, let me crash on her couch that night. Her studio apartment was barely big enough for the both of us, but she didn't hesitate. She just handed me a mug of ginger tea and said, "You are not the crazy one here." I sat there in my birthday dress, gripping the cup, replaying the moment over and over. I'd been living with my parents for the past 5 years, not freeloading, helping grocery runs, late-night pharmacy visits, managing their taxes, coordinating my mother's post-surgery rehab, and even handling their mortgage payments for 6 months when Dad's business hit a rough patch. And now, suddenly, I was disposable. "Did they give you anything else?" Maura asked the next morning. We unzipped the suitcase together on her floor. Some clothes, a worn pair of sneakers, a sealed envelope. Inside was $120 in cash. That was it. No documents, no keys, no copies of the shared bank account I'd helped them set up years ago to manage their bills. Maura looked at me, dead serious. "That's not an eviction. That's an arrosur." Later that week, I got a letter from a law office, Cullen Marin vs. N. Marin allegation financial misconduct, and unauthorized use of shared funds. I stared at the words until the letters blurred. My hands went numb. He was suing me. Nora slammed the countertop. "They're not just cutting you out, they're rewriting the whole narrative." I sat down slowly, still holding the envelope. My mind drifted to the suitcase, and that's when I remembered when I was a kid, my grandfather used to leave handwritten notes in strange places inside cereal boxes. Behind photo frames, once even tucked into a Ziploc bag in the freezer. He called them breadcrumbs for the future. I tore through the suitcase again, this time feeling every corner of the lining, and there it was, a folded slip of paper, hidden beneath the stitched inner flap. Purple ink, his handwriting, slanted familiar. "If they ever race you, go to the June box, basement cabinet, left side." My throat closed. "Tyler," I whispered out loud. My cousin, the only other person Grandpa trusted. If anyone knew what the June box meant, it was him. Tyler didn't pick up when I called, but he texted back 3 minutes later. "You still remember the left side rule? Meet me behind Grandpa's house midnight." That was all I needed. Grandpa's house hadn't been sold yet. It was in probate limbo, nobody wanted it. And my parents always called it a waste of upkeep, but I'd spent most of my childhood summers there, escaping the suffocating silence of my parents' affectionless home. Grandpa used to call me his favorite troublemaker. At 11:57 p.m., I slipped into my old hoodie and met Tyler by the backyard fence. He'd already cut the wire loop that my dad had installed after Grandpa died. "I haven't been back since they packed his stuff," I said, swallowing hard. Tyler nodded. "Neither have I, but I remember what he meant by the June box. The basement hadn't changed. Same concrete floor, same clanking furnace, the air smelled like mothballs in memory. We found the old metal cabinet under the stairs beaten up, with one handle rusted. The left side drawer was jammed. Tyler yanked on it twice before it screeched open, sending a cloud of dust into the air. Inside, one locked metal box, no key, duct tape across the top, a single word scribbled in Grandpa's handwriting. I couldn't finish the whole story in the short. The full story is on my channel and linked below.